So this module is all about something called the GROW model, which is a very simple, structured way of coaching and mentoring that can be applied very easily to the most basic level of line management. Very few of us are formally trained to be coaches, but using a simple structured approach like this method will enable members of your team to learn new skills, to make better decisions, solve problems, and basically progress their careers. And it's built around these four main components. The G stands for goal, establishing a goal that you want to aim for. The R is looking at the reality of your current situation. O is options or obstacles, and W is the will or the way forward. So the first step is about establishing that goal. First, you and the team member need to look at an ambition or aim that you want to achieve, or perhaps even a behaviour that wants to change. And this then needs to be structured as a goal that you want to achieve. And the best way of doing this is making sure that it's a SMART goal. So something that's specific, measurable, attainable, realistic and time-bound. And when you're doing this, it's useful to ask questions like, how will you know that the team members achieve this goal? How will you know if a problem or issue is resolved? Does it fit within their career objectives? Importantly, does it fit within the objectives of your team? Now the R is all about establishing the reality, the current reality. It's terribly easy to skip this step. Too often people try and solve a problem or reach a goal without fully considering what is their starting point. And often they're missing some information that they need in order to reach their goal effectively. And as the team member tells you about his or her current reality, a solution might begin to emerge. And the kind of useful questions that are worth asking about how this person might want to achieve their goal is, what is happening right now? What, who, when and how often, and what's the effect or result of this? Have they actually taken any steps towards this goal? And does this goal conflict with any other goals or objectives, either personal goals for that particular team member or some of your bigger team goals? Now the O stands for two things, options and obstacles. And when it comes to options, what's really helpful is that you help your team member brainstorm as many good options as possible to achieve their objective. Because once you look at these and visualize these, you can begin to work out what isn't viable and those that are. But occasionally this process will also throw up the fact that there are obstacles in the way. And when you're looking at these, you need to train and coach your team member into thinking, how are they going to overcome this? What else could they do? What if this or that constraint were removed? Will it change things? What are the factors or considerations that you'll use to weigh the options? How can they get round something? How might they get over a particular obstacle? And then it's all about finding the will or the way forward. This is about thinking about what can they do now and when. When will they actually start? What will they do to overcome hurdles that might stand in their way? And how are they going to keep themselves motivated? What's going to be the carrot as well as the stick? And when do you need to review the progress? Daily? Weekly? Monthly? Fix a time to establish when you're going to review this. Makes things much more accountable. Now as a coach, there are certain skills that you can bring. One is asking good questions, and the other one is listening actively. Now good questioning is all about making sure that questions are as open as possible. And that way, it's very much about the team member finding the solutions themselves. Asking the right questions means don't fill the gaps. Silence is very good thinking time. So just as a very brief reminder, the GROW model stands for goal, reality, options or obstacles, and then thinking about the will or the way forward. And if you use this model, you can help team members improve performance and help them plan and reach their long-term career objectives.